One.
Go on. What were you doing? A 1, 2, 3?
Yeah. 1,
2,
3.
Here we are.
Episode 5
Of
What the Pluck, Season 4. And guys,
we're doing it.
We're fully aware that right now it is pumpkin spice latte season. It's time to get them candles on.
Yeah.
And we are dressed like it's summer. But, confession, we're trying to be more organised and start filming ahead rather than every week.
So it is summer.
So it's currently, if you all remember back to when it were absolutely red hot in September.
Yeah, that's when it is. This is the time when it is. So it is absolutely roasting.
And
like, what is it? I was so pissed off, you know.
why?
When this heat wave came, I was so pissed off.
Just out of nowhere.
Because I'd bought, like, I'd been really well prepared. I'd got pumpkin spice candles going on from TK Maxx Girls. You all know the ones. Like, I'd got everything all lined up, ready to decorate salon in with all, like, these pot pumpkins and everything. And then this has just come out of nowhere, fuming. I've said it before, summer is for thin people and fashionable people, and I am neither. So it really pisses me off because I'm like, great, what am I going to wear?
It were horrific yesterday in salon. You've got aircon, you're all right. I will literally... To what?
Yeah. Hairdressers were upstairs. They had to have 2 or 3 fans blasting.
Yeah.
But then they couldn't have them on them because their foils were blowing everywhere. So they were like, oh, for God's sake, like, it were bad. It were bad. If you were an hairdresser and you were having to work with hairdryers that week, I feel for you. Yeah.
I mean, typical British style. It's miserable weather. We complain it's never hot. We get hot.
Too hot.
It's too hot.
Too hot. I mean, I like it warm, but I don't like it this warm.
Yeah.
I don't mind a bit of sunshine, but I am a festive person. I'm very autumn, winter, Christmas, love it. I know a lot of people hate it. They're like, oh, I can't stand Christmas. It's so overrated and all that. Love it.
Yeah.
Love the whole, like, leading up to Christmas, all that. Can you believe soon we're going to be talking about Black Friday again? We're not doing another episode. Just rewind back.
Yeah, we've done an episode.
We've done it.
His opinions are the same. Still feel and think the same. Go back, watch, listen that.
I can't believe that's nearly been a year.
I know. But
oh my God, we need to find out when What the Pluck's birthday is as well, because we launched it in October.
Yeah. This could be our birthday episode.
It might be.
So
I think it's
birthday.
21st.
Oh, well, I take it back.
I don't know. We'll check. Birthday. We'll have to check.
Yeah. So, guys, you should have your salon decorated. Some nice little pumpkins or something.
Yeah, make a bit of an effort. Yeah.
And then, you know, they'll soon be coming down for Christmas tree to go up.
Exactly. Bearing in mind, we're in mid-September now. My Christmas appointments are pretty much, they're on the way. Yeah.
I had someone other day book in. It flashed up on my phone, 2024. I just thought, no.
I've got 3 weddings booked in next year for makeup. And then that's it. I'm not doing any
weddings
more
I
ever.
get, though.
Yeah.
But like, for brows, I thought, no. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing.
I know. I've got clients that book in 6 months in advance for brows. And I think, I might not even be here.
Yeah.
I mean, on the planet, not like, not like going and working somewhere else. But I'd like to keep my options open, really. Yeah. Whether I one day just wanted to move to Maldives or whatever. But
funny. Hey. Listen, this.
Go on.
I got recognised today.
Really?
Yeah. Got recognised.
For something bad or good, though?
Good. This pod.
No way.
Yeah.
Because I know when we have been out in Leeds before, we can't go out in Leeds with Jamie because everybody's like, Jamie! And I'm like, oh, God. You know, they're just thinking, oh, that's just his best mate we brings with him. So I'm quite famous in Leeds for being Jamie Long's best friend. And they're like, are you? You're right. Because obviously they know me because I'm his best mate and I'm always with him. So you got recognised for the pod.
When to... Shout out to Salon Services, Katie, Salon Services Wakefield. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, did you go to warehouse?
Yeah, I went this morning.
Right.
To get some bits. I've lost my card, so I just have to give me postcode. Give me postcode, and I was like, oh, it's Jamie Long. And she's like, oh, yeah, I know you are. Listen to the pod. And I was like...
I'm going to go in.
Oh.
Where is it?
Right corner.
I'm going in on my way home. I'm going in.
And I was like, oh... She was like, yeah, we all listen to it here. She said, we love it.
Oh,
She said,
I
it's
love
good.
that.
She said, because it's obviously you two just say stuff that a lot of people think but don't dare say.
Well,
You just said truth.
yeah, well.
She said, so we all listen to it here. She said, we have a really
that.
good giggle at it. And I was like, oh. And then
Shout out Salon Services then.
I left and I thought, oh my God, all the times that I have gone in there looking like
shit.
a homeless person or just like I've been dug up. And I'm just like, oh, have you got any of these gloves in large? Or just like in my own zone. And I thought, oh God.
My dad said to me, my dad rung me and went, are you all right? And I went, yeah, I'm fine. And he went, I've been watching you on that funk. I went,
Funk?
what? He went, I've been watching you on that thing that you do, that funk thing. I went, what are you talking about? He went, what's it called, what you do? I've been watching you on YouTube. I went, what, the plug? He went, yeah, something like that. And I went, he called it funk. I don't know who set my dad off watching this podcast, but yeah. So he don't even know the name of it, but here we are. Shout out Gary Thacker.
Yeah. But
God, it's hot in
today,
here.
I know, really hot. Today, pretending that it's ooky spooky season.
Yeah.
Because Halloween is just around the corner.
Can you remember where we filmed the Ookie Spooky episode last year?
Yeah. And we were like, woo.
Where were we?
Where were we?
We was in the hotel waiting to go down to the Brow Wards.
Oh my God, yeah.
And we were a bit drunk.
Ligged in bed.
Yeah, we were a bit drunk. We were laid on bed recording it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we got ready, or
We
were
were
we
a
ready?
bit... No, we weren't. We got like as air done.
Semi-ready.
You got air then. And then... back in the day when you had air, and I'd got like rollers in and stuff like that, and we just recorded this episode. We went out first. We went to Alchemist first, and we had a few drinks there.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we shouldn't really have any more because we need to pod when we get back. And we podded, and then all night we worried about it, thinking we're gonna have to do that again because we were pissed.
Yeah.
But we weren't.
Yeah, we
It were
were,
fine.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it's like. I haven't listened it back, but yeah, I think it were all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think this is my favourite episode that we do.
Yeah.
We skipped it in season 3 and I don't know why.
Did we?
Yeah, we didn't do one season 3. We've done one season 1, 2, we've missed 3, and then here we are season 4. We didn't do
What?
one.
What episode? What, the Ookie Spooky one?
Horror stories.
Oh, horror stories.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I don't think
we
we did one.
Did we do one in season 1 and
Yeah.
season 2?
Yeah.
Right, well, we're going to have to make it a thing. But obviously, it's come back around because it's Halloween, innit?
I love them.
I do.
Because when we put this sticker out and people comment, I mean, some of these this time are long.
I know. I liked it, though. Like a little novel.
Yeah. If it had been spoken words, I'd have felt like I was listening to an episode of a podcast.
I was reading them when I were having my car washed. Because what can you do when it's awkward, innit, when you have your car washed?
Sat there.
It is like, and then when they open door, you're like that. You feel really like people are invading your privacy, and you're like that, and you just sat there, seatbelt on, feet flat to the floor. It's just embarrassing, isn't it? So I was reading them while I was getting my car washed.
So
trying
funny
not to
though.
make eye contact with anybody.
Do you want to go first?
Yes, I do. So we asked you, the listeners, on Instagram. By the way, keep looking out for his Instagram stickers because we love a sticker. We asked you to give us some of your horror stories that's happened in the beauty industry. So this one was a lengthy one, but I liked it. So I was working on ships and we were sailing in bad weather. I was doing a facial and I was holding my trolley with my feet. Stuff was falling out of the cupboards. I'd have an heart attack. Stuff was falling out of the cupboards and I had to act like it was fine. Although I'd never known it'd be as bad. Anyway, the treatment went on and I started to feel sick. And I told my client that I was leaving to grab something from the next room and I threw up. I forgot that the rooms were joined. And my client had heard me vomiting. And she opened the door and was like, "Are you okay, hon?"
I read that and I was like, I really hope
I
your
not
client
heard it.
actually said, "Are you okay, hon?"
"Are you okay, hon?"
You okay, hon?
Oh.
Hilarious. First of all, I would have died instantly.
I would have, if there were turbulence on a... is it turbulence on a ship? Can you get to... Turbulence don't have to be in air, does it?
I think so.
Does it? Well, anyway, whatever it is on a ship, I'd be off.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know where I'd go because
I'm
clearly you can't go
petrified.
anywhere. Oh, I would be. I'd be scared to death. I mean, I can swim, but it don't matter when you're out there, does it?
No, I've watched Titanic too many times.
I know. My heart would not go on.
No. No.
No, it really wouldn't. And I think I did get offered a job on a cruise ship, you know.
Really?
Yeah. I got offered a job at college when I were on a cruise ship to work for Steiner.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't. And I know somebody that went and did beauty and worked on a cruise ship.
A lot of people come
Quite a
from
while.
ships, didn't they? When we did training, a lot of people were from ships.
But when a girl came back who I spoke to, who'd been on it, she said it weren't all what you thought it were going to be. She said it were very long hours, and as days off were on ship, and or whatever. She said it were really long hours, and we were open all day. I think the spas or whatever. And I think they got like not a very good wage, but they didn't spend their wage because they were obviously all the food and everything were included. And I think like their living quarters were really crap. See, the thing is, like ships are amazing, aren't they? But have you seen a cabin on a ship? Oh, you've been on a ferry, haven't you, to Amsterdam? Yeah. I've never been on a ferry, even me.
I was sick as a dog. We'd not even pushed off front side. I wanted to get off. Get me off now.
I was once seasick on a. I'm not even joking, on a pedalo. I'm not even kidding, exaggerating.
You're so dramatic.
I know, but how bad is my travel sickness? It's really bad, to the point where I have to have wristbands, sit in the front, face forward, and travel sick tablets and not talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I even get it on plane. It's bad. So if there were turbulence going off, I don't know if that's the right word, I wouldn't be acting okay to my client. I'd be like, listen, love.
Listen, Linda.
Let's go and find a life jacket.
Yeah.
Let's get to them lifeboats.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough.
Get me on that lifeboat and get me off this.
Women and children first, please. I would be mortified about that. Yeah. I mean, how do you come back from that when you've just thrown up?
I don't think you can really, can you?
We have had it in our salon before, because obviously we've had a lot of girls work for us who have had morning sickness, and some of them have had it all day, and they've been having to come down. And where our toilet is, it's practically in the middle of the salon, kind of.
Yeah.
So, but thankfully there's 2 doors that are separating it, but you can still hear them going, and you're thinking, you're just trying to talk really loud
to mask the sound.
Yeah. Thinking, oh funny. My God. Yeah.
I've got one here. They've put, I did a client's lash lift, and 4 weeks later she was booked in for a tint. I automatically did another LVL, lash lift again, and I didn't realise until I was checking her out. I explained what I'd done, and she was absolutely fine, and then she finished by saying no lashes were harmed.
Wow.
Which is good.
Lucky.
Lashes must have been in a cracking condition.
Jesus. I'd have had an heart attack. That's like relaminating brows again, innit, a couple of weeks after.
But as a client, would you not think, hey, she's sticking these...
Yeah.
I mean, some people do tint lashes with a shield, but...
Do they?
Yeah.
Just a lash tint?
Yeah, they'll put shield on.
What a whole lot of messing around.
Some people do that. But as a client, surely you would think, hang on a minute, I can smell smell, because lash lift solutions smell, don't they, first step?
Yeah.
You'd think, that's... Smells. It's taking long. It's usually only like
some clients are they're just not there. They just let you literally do what you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a client that let me put tint on her and she were allergic to it. Like, and because I just naturally, and I don't tint her brows, and she were just like, thankfully nothing happened. But she came in and she were just like chatting away and stuff, looking at me while I'm mixing the tint up and everything. And then I'm putting it on, and she said, it were like literally on, and I just tidied it up, and then she went, what's this you've put on? I went, tint. And she went, I don't have it, do I? I'm allergic. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, why didn't you say anything? She was like, I didn't even think, and I've just stood and watched you mix it up. And I was like, but thankfully nothing happened to her, and I did know she was allergic, so it wasn't my fault. But
you just get into like your own zone. I've got a few clients who can't have wax.
Yeah.
So I'll have to thread them.
Or you get them clients that need a barrier.
Yeah.
And you already put wax on and you think, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Wiping it off with
I've
comfort
done some work clients where they can't have wax and I'm about to go on with wax and they go, I don't have wax, do I? And I'm like, you've just seen me get that swizzle stick.
Yeah.
Mixing me wax, getting wax.
Testing it on
Putting
your
wax
arm.
strips on your chest. I need to say, oh, and then, them ones, I've had one who I grazed because she was using something on her skin. So, like, we need to use a barrier, like, blah, blah, blah. Did a couple more treatments. She didn't graze because I was using a barrier. One time, completely forgot. Halfway through, I'd waxed underneath. Oh. I'm on top.
I've done it, yeah.
And she was like, I think my skin might be a bit better now. I think you might not have to use that barrier. And you know, when it just, like, floods, and that feeling.
That you drain.
I've waxed underneath, and that's probably where she's more prone to grazing. I've already done that. I'm just on tops now. Wet skin's more taut. Like,
And your regulars, you know what I find as well? Your regulars, who you think are never gonna like change their routine and stuff, they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be doing somebody's brows every 4 weeks religiously, and then they'll come, and then one day I'm like, "Have you been up sunbed?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I just went on for 12 minutes before I came." And you're like, "Why? Why have you done that?
Yeah.
Why?" And they're like, "I know, but I didn't want to tell you because you would have gone mad."
Yeah.
I'm like,
I didn't
damn
want to tell you
right,
because I know you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. I didn't want to tell you because you wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
And then, or they've like, oh, I had like a microdermabrasion yesterday or whatever. Well, I can tell that because half of your skin's on this wax strip. Half of your eyelids on wax strip.
Yeah. I always think as well.
You need to keep. I'm sorry. You need to keep checking.
Keep checking. Even though I write it on my consultation forms, when you're doing it all day, well, not every day for me, but all day, you're just going to autopilot, so you can easily miss stuff. So yeah, definitely ask. And January, I always ask clients if they got up new for Christmas skincare wise.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of your ones who you find are fine, they might have got some snazzy cream at Christmas. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They started using that, and then you wax them, and you think, what's going on here?
And usually, if they're using an eye cream, anti-aging, anything that's anti-aging can have stuff in it, can't it? You know, that's got stuff that thins the skin, especially like eye creams and that. Yeah.
Do you know what I always found amazing? Well, not amazing, but someone once said it, who we used to work with. You know, like your anti-aging creams on the adverts.
Yeah.
How it says helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles.
Yeah.
Someone told me it's doing that because it's thinning your skin. So obviously
Yeah, didn't you know that?
I just didn't put like.
It sheds layers of skin. Yeah. So it makes the wrinkle. So if the wrinkle were like that deep and you keep shedding layers of this, it don't look as deep.
Yeah, but then when I was like, oh my God, that's why they said that on advert.
Yeah. Can you remember they used to have that magic cream that people used to put underneath their eyes, and literally within seconds it used to take away all the wrinkles and stuff? I can't ever think of what it was called. I once did a Mother of the Bride makeup and she asked me to put it on before I did her makeup. She looked like a different person.
I need some.
You don't love, you just need Botox. But you don't, you look lovely. I'll take that back.
Have you brought any?
No, I haven't.
Right.
Because I don't carry around, necessities all the time for you.
I'll have my B12 today.
Oh, yeah, you can. I'll do your B12 injection today. You
Right.
need a little boost. Anyway, back to episode. I don't know what it was called, but it was this magic cream. If somebody knows what it is, please tag it or whatever. Used to be some form of magic cream that you put on, and it was like a bit like a paste, and it just literally sat in your skin and then started doing this.
Wow.
I know, don't know what it was, but it was wild.
Go on.
Oh, sorry, mine. I know this is. There were ticks on a client's foot. Yeah, that's that. I know that is, right? It were a first time client. They came in and they had a tick on top of the foot embedded in it. Which obviously for the girl who were doing it were mortifying, because I've never seen one in real life. And so it was somebody from our salon.
I was just listening,
but thinking, how's she gonna say this?
How's she gonna wingle this
Bless her. It was the first time this client had ever come, and do you know what? And it was my apprentice that were doing these gel toes, and she came up to me and she said, I know, yeah. She said, this client's got a tick on her foot, and I was like.
I love how you whispering as well.
But because it's like, and I was like, right. I thought she meant, you know, when people have tics, like Tourette's or whatever.
Yeah.
I went, right. Because I thought, is she trying to tell me that she can't keep her foot still or whatever? So I went, right. She went, well, if I get it out, I'm worried that the head's going to be left in and then it can cause Lyme's disease. I went, she's got a what? She went, and she went, a tick. And I went, like lice? She went, yes. So I went, all right, fine, no worries, I'll get it out. So I went and got my best pointer tweezers. And I just said to her, look, it doesn't matter. It's fine. I said, have you got animals? Because this woman was mortified. It was the first time she'd ever been in salon. I was like, have you got animals? And she said, no, I've not got animals. But she lived near a field and she'd had a socks and stuff. She'd had a mung on washing line. So, like, I don't know whether it had blown onto it or whatever. And then she'd I've literally got my socks off washing line and put it on. And it was literally right on the top of her foot. But yeah, just unhooked it out and threw the tweezers and the tick outside in the bin. And I was like, well, I'd price them tweezers on her. No, I didn't really. I didn't. Bless her. But I hope she does come back because I don't want her to feel mortified to not come back. Yeah. But yeah, it's something that happens. It's fine. Yeah.
One I've got, which ain't a horror story, but someone has put a client telling you how to do your treatment. Absolute ick.
Well, that is a horror.
But yeah.
It is a horror.
Yeah.
It's an absolute horror show.
Ick. And do you know who's worst culprit for that? Someone telling you how to do your treatments. I know you're listening, mother. You.
My mother as well.
Yeah.
My mum as well.
Both of you, I hope you're listening.
Stop telling us how to do us treatments, mum.
Mother. My mum will sit up, I get a mirror and she'll go, do you think that hair needs to go there? I think you've just sat in my chair for the best part of half an hour. You're not putting a single penny across my palm.
Yeah.
And you've the cheek to ask me about one hair.
Yeah.
Get out my chair and never come back.
Honestly, my mother's terrible. She's absolutely terrible. And I'm not kidding. I'll do her nails, right? I'll be like, right, come on. So I'll do her nails. And she literally will be turning around, talking to people. Excuse me, love, will you get me this? And blah, blah, blah. Will you make me a cup of tea? Like that? And her hands are like this all the time. And I'm like, keep your hands still. And she's like, stop being so aggressive. Why are you being so aggressive? Why are you so angry? I'm like, I'm angry because I'm trying to do your treatment I'm trying to do a full set of nails in 30 minutes, what you've given me, and you are moving your hand around. And then she'll say, I don't like that colour, but we're going to have it now. I'm like, right, well, we're not having this colour. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah. It's awful.
My mum, she does stuff to wind me up. She'll like look at me in the eye. You know them clients who sometimes stare at you and they make like they don't break eye contact and you're just like, will you please just shut your eyes and stop looking at me?
I ask them.
My mum will do it and she'll just like look at me and I'm like, what are you doing? Stop. Stop.
Yeah, my mum is terrible. My mum will look at and I think I've said it before, my mum will look at my work online, zoom in on it on a big iPad. And she'll be like, I wouldn't have done that there. And I'm like, right, love. Well, when you become a brow trainer and have all the experience in brows that I have, you can tell me what to do. Yeah. So,
does your mum as well? My mum will say, I hope you're not this hard
with your clients.
If I'm like wiping or will comfort me or something after I've waxed.
I hope you're more gentle with your clients.
Yeah.
I hope you don't treat your clients like this. Yeah. You know I don't, because you've been here when I've done them. Yeah. So shut up.
Yeah.
Anyway, love you really.
Love you, mums, but God. Yeah.
Oh God.
Next.
Right. I accidentally dropped wax in a client's hair. Done it.
Have I done it?
I've done it. And I used to.
I've got a story after.
I used to not confess to it and try and discreetly, just tell them
me.
to close their eyes and then pick the hair up really delicately and try and black. But now I'm just like, I've got a bit of wax in your hair. Yeah. I'll get it out. I can get it out to comfort me.
Oh, I've not dropped it in a client's hair, but you know, like sometimes if you're waxing tops and there's like one individual hair strand that you can't really see, you've waxed and then you think, what's that pulling there? And you think, oh God, it's an hair. So you try like get it out and you're like, oh, count to 3. Yank that. I think that's only one little hair. But I can remember a couple of years back teaching and it worked my chair. we were teaching hard waxing, and I don't know if you were there that day. One of the students dropped the hard wax, dripped off a stick, and landed in the other student who she were working with, landed in her hair. Obviously, hard wax.
You can't. That's not coming out unless you pull it.
And I can remember one at trainers.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you after. One at trainers were massaging. Obviously, the student who were in chair knew what had gone on, and we were like, obviously keeping the situation calm and yada yada. And I can remember one at trainers just stood for about 20 minutes while she continued waxing and obviously overseeing treatment, just massaging this Comfort Me into her hair to try and break it down, because it was like a chunk.
Oh no.
Do you know, to try and break it down as much as she could, and she would just stood. And
Did it eventually come out?
Yeah, but every so often, like, as you're just looking around the room, obviously checking on everyone, I can remember this one trainer just look at me and she was like, she looked petrified, and I was like, you're doing great.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'll watch all these 8 other chairs. You'll just stick with that one. Yeah, but
oh God,
shit like this happens to the best of us, guys.
I've got wax in my own hair quite a lot. When I've leant over wax pot like that, and I'm like, and then it's a big chunk.
Oh, I've had clients walk out with like swizzle sticks
in their hair and that,
wax strip, and I think they're leaving. Oh, come here.
Yeah.
Like, ow. I'm like, oh, see ya. I'll just giving you a pat on back. Yanked a swizzle stick out. Yeah.
Oh God.
Funny. I've got one here, a lengthy one. So, that's what's funny. Was doing a semi-permanent makeup treatment, so it were ombre brows that they were doing, and they'd done like 2 sets of numbing on them. It was so relaxing for the client that she fell asleep. I don't know how she could fall asleep, but she fell asleep.
Some people do.
She then woke herself up by farting.
Oh, fucking hell. Sorry for swearing, but it's just that. It just gives me an ache.
And I couldn't stop laughing. It was so awkward. I had to take a 10-minute break to calm myself down because I couldn't stop laughing and my hands were shaking. So obviously she couldn't continue tattooing. Luckily for me, she took it really well and she found it funny and we were both having a laugh. But she was like,
both having a laugh. I would leave without my brows being done. I would just
like, the more that we tried to obviously stop laughing, you know, like when you get giggles, the more we laughed.
Oh,
how hilarious!
I can't. You know what I'm like with this subject, right? I'm a prude and I can't really talk about it.
Yeah, she's a prude.
Anything that comes out of a bum, I can't really talk about it. I'm such a prude. But it did. Oh no, I can't tell it. I don't think I can. I think I can, yeah. Right, so, oh my God, I'll never listen to this episode back after I've said this. I had it happen to me with a client. But she sat up. I'd finished them. And she sat up. And it was really loud. And I was just like, I were mortified. I was like,
does it?
I know, but I was just like, oh my God. I was mortified for her because I thought she's going to be mortified. And she just ignored it. And I ignored it. And I was like, we're good. We're absolutely good. I mean, I felt like saying, don't worry. I feel just as uncomfortable as what you do. I might as well have done it because that's how uncomfortable I felt. Oh, right. Anyway, please change the subject.
If that had been me and I sat up and did that, I'd have gone like, oh, squeaky bed.
Oh my God. I can't talk about it.
And I said, oh, you need that bed oil in love. Squeaking. So funny.
Oh, God. Right. A client accidentally set the coat on fire. How? There's a lot of I know we said trim it up a bit and have nice smells and have candles, but if people are setting the coats afire, come on, girls. Come on.
Oh, God. I have a candle next to me. I've got my dolly trolley now that I work from with all my stuff on it. I've got a nice little side table where clients sit, put the drink and the phones and all that stuff. My wax eater's there and I've got a candle.
Yeah.
But I do think sometimes, you know, when they lean up to get the drink,
yeah,
I think, I need to move that candle. Because one day someone's there is going to go up in flames. And I've had it done to me.
Oh, please.
Should we post video, actually?
Let's post the video.
Yeah, we'll post the video of when I set my hair on fire on a birthday cake.
It was the funniest thing. It was that funny I sent it to Lad Bible.
No one helped me. No one did a single thing. Everyone just looked at me and laughed.
Absolutely hilarious. And every time, like, sometimes I post it on my Instagram story just for laugh. So I just sometimes, when I find it, I just put it on the story.
Yeah.
And the amount of comments I get back to that, they're like, it's amazing. I did send it to Lad Bible. Were it me that sent it to Lad Bible? Yeah. Sent it to Lad Bible. It was absolutely hilarious. Jamie leans over a birthday cake and he absolutely just goes vroom.
I had no product on, and you know what funniest thing? I had heat protection spray on.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, we'll post it because it's hilarious. A good laugh.
It is. It's
for
good.
you guys that haven't seen it. Have you got any more?
No.
I've got two, love.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna have to do. There's one last. I'm gonna have to do last because it'll make me sick.
Oh,
it'll
God.
make me gape. And I can see it on carding. I'm getting a dry throat now. So, someone's put, I was doing a lamination.
Yeah.
And the brows were not going flat, and I could not work out why they were relaxing, like disulfide bonds weren't breaking down and stuff. I was using step 2.
Oh, what a waste. What a waste.
Oh. And then
All
especially
that.
if you're in systems or wherever it is.
Yeah.
Mine now that I use come in sachets.
Sachets.
So then you've got a spare 1 and 3.
Oh,
what are you going to do with
God.
that? Oh.
You can't even salvage it.
No.
Horrendous.
Funny. Imagine me stood there for like
thinking, why is
10
this
minutes
not working?
thinking, wow, these going flat.
No.
Funny. Right. I can do it.
I'm worried. I don't know what it is.
So, I was once doing... no, I'm not even reading. Right. I once swallowed my client's toenail.
Oh, my God.
I could feel my throat like... while doing a pedi. I was just talking away, clipping her nails.
Oh,
and it went,
my God. And it shot off into her mouth.
clipping her nails, and it went straight to the back of my throat. Right, stop.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Oh, it gets worse.
What?
Right.
It weren't infected, were it?
I couldn't cough it up, so I had to swallow it.
Oh, my... But knowing that you're having to swallow it as well.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Now I'm really hot.
Oh, God.
I'd have rang an ambulance. Get me an ambulance.
I mean,
right now.
I've had bits of nail clippings and stuff down my bra before where they must have just shot off, and then you're like, oh, that's down there. Like, and I've had, bits, but no, never in my mouth. Oh my God, I'd drop dead. Oh, no. I've had them hit me in the face, actually, and they hurt. Honestly, do you know, if you're clipping a nail, people will know this if it's happened. If you're clipping a nail and it hits you in the face, they're really sharp. It does hurt, but never in, I just don't know how you'd come back from that and ever look at that client again. No. Did that client know? Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine?
I mean, you'd have been on floor retching like a dog. I think they would have guessed that the toenail had just slunked it back of your throat.
If you'd not have coughed it up, I would have literally run to the toilet and stuck my long talons down there and ripped out my esophagus.
Oh,
dramatic as ever.
Guys, you did not disappoint.
Never do. They never
Horror
do.
Stories,
They get better every
them.
time.
And they're getting a bit more intense.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then, have you got a dial on
Yeah,
there?
I have.
Have you? Yeah. Go on.
You can clearly see, guys, who is the organised
I know,
one.
yeah.
On
I
this
just turn up.
podcast,
I just turn
Ariel's
up.
just turned up.
I like it though. It's exciting. I don't know what's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Go on.
someone has put, any advice on how to deal with people online bad-mouthing you?
Oh, God. Well, we're going to say what we always say, aren't we? Ignore. Like, right, listen, right.
Come on in.
Listen here. This is your big sister here. Big sister and big brother telling you this advice, right? Do what the Kardashians do.
Stay silent.
Just stay silent.
Don't rise to it.
rising, no reaction. Rise above it.
Peace.
We've had it with us.
We
Like,
want peace.
we've had it with us. If that is bothering them that much, and that is, people get so angry, don't they? So angry.
And I feel like we've added similar dilemma to this, so we've spoke about it.
We have.
Because as we're talking about it now, I'm thinking we've said this, but yeah, just don't rise to it.
No.
Ignore it and just keep doing you.
And it's easy to think, when you've got that online, it's easy to think, all of them people are going to think, loads of people are going to think it now. One bad comment can literally outrun hundreds of good comments you can get.
Yeah.
You never remember how many people have said good things about you. If you think throughout your life, you know, when you were at school, you can always remember, well, I can, but you can remember what people said about you that were bad and who they were. You can never remember them friends every day that would say, oh, you're my best friend, I love you, and blah, blah. You can never remember them. So it's always bad things that stick in your mind. And our mind, we are responsible for our own thoughts. So if we are giving that space in our mind that's going to upset us and stuff, it's same with anything. It's same like heartbreak and stuff like that. Your thoughts are controlled by yourself.
Yeah.
So just try and just think, do you know what? Like, just...
Thank you, next.
Whatever. Thank you.
Next. Yeah.
Like, whatever. In fact, in everything in your life, thank you. Next.
Yeah. It's hard, but just rise above. Don't give the negative energy, the energy and the reaction that it craves and it needs to continue on, because if you don't respond, you ignore it and you go about your life just doing you and being authentically you,
and not only that,
it'll die off. Do you know what I mean?
No response is a response.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
And I feel like no response can sometimes be the most powerful response that you can give.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you're having an argument in it and somebody's kicking off at you and go, okay. You just send a message back. Or if you're arguing with your spouse and you send a message back saying, okay. And it pisses them off more if you don't give a reaction back. Don't make assumptions on people as to what you think they are and what you think they're doing. You don't understand anything about them. If you don't understand, you've never met them as people and stuff like that, just keep silent. And the best thing to do is just don't put your energy into it.
Yeah.
Don't at all. I know it's hard. It's really hard, but at least you're being noticed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hope that helped.
That is that. And if it doesn't stop, let us know. Let us know, and we'll tag them. We won't really. Don't come for us with that.
Right, guys.
Right.
It's the end of our ooky spooky
Ooh.
horror story take 3 episode.
5.
Like a third horror story episode.
Oh yeah, take 3 episode.
Yeah, so it's our third horror story episode.
Yeah.
5th episode of season 4. We're both getting confused now, so we'll see you next week.
Done. See you next week. Bye.